In this demo, I'm going to demonstrate about the final video that I'm going to talk about here. So I was going to explain about this one, which I've shown right here. Sorry, this is different stuff. So I was going to create a new database. So I created a new database called bike, and I've done everything that was required. So the first thing that I would love to show is to create the VM Google Cloud. So this is a BBM Google Cloud that I used, and it has helped me to upload the work and make work easier for me. So one of the benefits of the Docker is that it helped the work, like it helped me like to deploy and create the instance like with faster migration with some of the things that I explained here in the site. So I can easily migrate the data create the instance. I can also migrate the data from my hardware to the virtual cloud using the copy commands and other sources available, like right here. So this is my final project. So I can log in here, which I have shown you here. Can use the SSH. So the process that I used was to create, put in the right details, 2 GB RAM. So the RAM is stored somewhere here. Yeah, you come to this, you go to create new instance. For creating new instance, you follow the procedures. So that will help me manage even to reduce the amount of usage of the money that I'm supposed to use. So there is it, and it is working out well. Yeah. So let me try to reconnect. My internet is not good, so I just want to demonstrate to you what I have done, how I was able to back up the files, even to create the Docker cloud using the command from one of the command from that I used was using the copy command. Which is right here. So I was able to pass full, that is in the SSH. So, and use one of these, code the latest one, 2022. This somewhere here. Yeah, use this and map it on port 44933 and onto this port. So this one is the hosting port, mine is 494, and I'll put a password differently and be able to run. Before I pull it, you pull the Docker. So I would explain it here, but my internet is something else. Yeah. So this is how I use it to create the database. So it is so important. I've logged in here as this kind of user. So, and you could see right here, this is the database, and I use this external port, and I use all the privilege of logging in to create the firewall rules in order for me to log into this client tool. So it was really so important. So some of the code that I used, yeah, pseudocode to execute this, I use this one to, you can see right here, PS to know which one is running on my PC. Yes, how I downloaded it. Download the stuff. You can see right here. Hope Almeida is the one running. Sudo, this one was backing up the file to the cloud. It's the one I've used. So how I create it. This is how I pull it by clicking it and it download. So, and I can upload from here. Yeah, another thing that I used was to use the Docker copy to copy the file. So if you see that, you could see some of the files that were copied. Right, this is one of them that I copied. So it shows that it is working well. So it is created and it's all work out well. So I also going to explain the GCPA and create my database in this cloud using one of the section below. So it is this one, I created it. It is all running well. And I use the backup by using the Docker CP, backup the file, which I've shown already. I've also created 2 new schemas using all this. So I've created the schemas and create the final user, and it is working all well. So I was able to grant a select to all these things. And so you could see right here in this database, I was able to create this database, and also we have another database here, worldwide database. So this one I also use it. Yeah, and it worked well. So I create database roles and give them, even create new tables, create new schemas, create the views, create the users, the login, the users that are created. So this one is kind of slow, but it is coming at least now. It is at midnight and the internet and the PC is working. So you can see the get user and it is mapped, is transferred. So, and some of the code that I use are right here below. You can see when I was giving roles, I create the server roles and add the final runner. I also create so here, this one I was creating the server role. These are the command that I use to create the server roles. And these are the when I was creating and inserting data to the new database. So let me now save them. Yeah, I was granting the roles to the server. So even the same things, and I'm going to explain them to you how I was able to create these things in a database. So it worked out well. I was also able to create the same. These were the same code that I used before, previously. Before I was disrupted, now it is disconnected. But before I was interrupted with the internet and other things, other responsibilities that were disturbing me that I need to attend to. So I created views. Some of these views, they are working well. So, and I'm going to show you how I create the views. And this is the view I was creating. It's good. The view is fine. It's a lot. This is the code that I used to create the view, and this view is right showing here. So the view is working out well. So this is the user, and this is the schema. Another schema is here. It is called setters. This is the setters schema. So those are the two schema that I created. This is the user, the final test user, the final test running. So it is all running well. So if you log in into this, you'll be able to see a lot of things that I have done. So because of time and my computer is disturbing, I'm going to show you the roles that I created. So when you log in as this and you come to tables, you will see that. So the views and the roles give me the privileges to go to allow and limit some people. These roles, I can give someone a role to select. It have, that is even a schema, they have in security. So you see the final tester is here. So this is the final tester. And you see, I've given him only this. So you can only, this is the running body. You can only select. We can only select. So here, you can select from these tables. And you see the things are all coming well. Yes. And this is another table. Which person has no privileges, like DBO. When you click on DBO, I can be able to select this table. Is one of the tables that I created, and you could see the things here. So if I go to sell status invoice, which has no privileges, you come see right there, you'll see some of the files that are encrypted. Notice right here in getters, some of the columns that are encrypted. And now I encrypted them. You right clicked and you select encrypt. You see right here. So this one is not showing. It is encrypted. So you right clicked and you encrypt and continue going. So mine sometimes delayed, but at least now it's a bit faster. It has been so frustrating, but now at least I can do it kind of better. I clear some of the files, so it's stuck and my mini doesn't move. Yeah, it take time to come, but this is it, and you can follow the promptings until I was able to complete it. And this is how I created the view. So, but again, there is a view that I need to explain, the one I've created using the codes below. So these views, it also help in security. It help like a table. So the view that I created here, like the get, it is all in all tables. So it helps someone. It helps someone. So if I create it, if I right clicked, someone can be able to see whatever happened in that view. So, but there are two tables. There's a tables on on the on the invoice. There are also tables on, there are columns on the order side and the invoice side. So the and I have joined them using the customer ID. So it was somewhere right there. So you could see some of this, it is working well. But because of the privileges and the roles that are given to that person before, that's why it is really helping to make this person like select, because of the administrative role that I've given, the permission that I've given to this person before. So, and this where right here, I select, grant the permission, the privileges, create that final, and you could see, but I was using the administrative role. So now whenever I go and log in using this one, uh, using the final, running body, well, I can be able to access this, even the table that even with the table that are not granted with the with the two schema that I created. I created the getters and also created the setters, but the sales and the even DBO, they were there. But I created also some other table like products final. So this one, it really helped with the security purpose. So I can give someone privilege, and but through view, because it acts like a table, I can stop him to to not access other side, or either I can allow the person to be able to access the data. That is the advantages of using that. So I was able to access, log in both sides using the testers, and the things were all so amazing. So I log in as the other user, I can be able to, even like I cannot access some other thing because of the privileges that are limited to me the other side. You can see the two databases that are right here. There are some databases that I don't have the privileges, but there are some databases that I have privileges. These views, when I log in, I can be able to see them, but this thing delays to come. So, and those it has come, and those are the many that I like about it, about the security. So to the full recovery, I'm going to demonstrate to you. And this one I use personal. So I created it and they work out well, as you see in the final body and the final user. As I log in both sides, and they work out well. So you could see them here are working. So what I want to address is the strategies that we could use in if to explore the company growth, if you are asked to create many database. So if I to create many database, so as the data grow, so I could see that we could use the cloud. Yeah, this cloud, it helps us. So through the availability, scalability, there are many things that it can help us to the scalability management. So, and the cost, it may be some of the things that we could see. So costs are some of the things that we have to see now as we host the enemy. Is it cost? Is it manageable? There are some of the factors. Some of them are right somewhere here. So these factors, they are so important. If we need to manage the data, we need to consider like the cloud. We need to consider many things. Availability to manage. Yeah, some of them here. Yeah, security and the location, data recovery, scalability, disaster recovery, reliability. So they are so important. They are the factors we need to consider as we create the cloud. They are so important to us. And these are some of the few things I have learned. So, and that is the final meaning about me. I'm hopeful that these roles were working well, and they were all applied in other things, in other stuff, in all these users. And you could see me there logging in both users and access the menu. For the restoration, to the full restoration, there are many ways I can restore data. For example, if I want to restore a data, if I want to back up, let me say bicycle restore, I can right click, then come to the tags and full backup. So it will give us many options to back up the data. Give us many options to back up data. So it's really so helpful. Here it is, the bicycle, and I can right click here and I can change differential. I can use transact, or I can use full backup. Yeah, this is how we do it. And if we restore it, we can also restore it using the same procedures. We can do tasks, restore it, the database, and we do it. And that's how it can be able to manage. And it is in the cloud. Yeah, it is in the cloud. And that is the advantages of it. So, and I'm going to stop there.